Welcome to Books for Success. Today, we're unraveling the insights from The Couple's Guide to Thriving with ADHD by Melissa Orlov and Nancie Kohlenberger. What's it about? The Couple's Guide to Thriving with ADHD, 2014, delves into the challenges many couples face when one or both partners have undiagnosed adult ADHD. An essential guide for couples seeking to strengthen their bond and navigate the complexities of ADHD in their relationships. It emphasizes the importance of understanding ADHD symptoms and offers strategies to enhance communication, trust, and intimacy. Who's it for? Couples seeking insight into how ADHD affects their relationship dynamics. Individuals diagnosed with adult ADHD aiming to improve their romantic partnerships. Counselors who want to expand their understanding of ADHD in intimate relationships. If you find our content valuable, like, subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications. Don't be shy about dropping your book suggestions for us to summarize. Also, you can use this video as an audiobook summary. Let's grow and succeed together. What's in it for me? Navigate and thrive in an ADHD relationship. Relationships are intricate mosaics of understanding, patience, and communication. Introduce attention deficit hyperactivity disorder or ADHD into the equation, and the complexity can amplify. You can likely relate to the feeling of talking with a partner only to realize your thoughts are elsewhere. Or the unpredictability that stems from impulsivity, leading to refreshing and occasionally daunting decisions. This summary of the Couple's Guide to Thriving with ADHD seeks to unravel these complexities, shedding light on the unique challenges and strengths that ADHD brings to partnerships. We'll move beyond the challenges, highlighting the creativity, energy, and spontaneity that ADHD introduces. We'll also explore the nuances of ADHD in the context of a relationship, offering a blueprint for harmony, growth, and mutual respect. Armed with knowledge, strategies, and a deeper understanding, as a couple, you'll be able to navigate your shared journey with confidence and resilience. ADHD is a challenge in relationships, but it can be managed. Navigating a relationship when one partner has ADHD is like trying to solve a complex puzzle. ADHD brings a unique set of challenges that can sometimes make relationships feel like they're on shaky ground. ADHD isn't just about getting easily distracted or being forgetful. It's a whirlwind of traits, ranging from impulsivity to inattention. Imagine being deeply engrossed in a conversation, and your partner seems lost, their thoughts wandering elsewhere. This can lead to feeling overlooked or undervalued, creating tension and misunderstandings. Impulsivity is about those spontaneous, out-of-the-blue decisions that sometimes backfire. While spontaneity can be refreshing and revitalize a relationship, unpredictability can also be overwhelming, especially when unexpected consequences exist. Forgetfulness is another piece of the puzzle. Everyone forgets things once in a while, but with ADHD, it's more frequent. Missed anniversaries, broken promises, or just the occasional lapse can make non-ADHD partners feel frustrated with their significant other's unreliability. Organizing daily routines, keeping up with time, or just being punctual can also be challenging. It's like the hands of the clock move a bit faster for those with ADHD, and often, their partners have the sense that they have to make up for the lost time. That can be exhausting. Emotionally, it's a roller coaster ride. Mood swings can make the relationship feel like a delicate dance where you constantly try not to step on the other's toes. Then there's hyperfocus, a person's tendency to become so immersed in a task that the world around them fades away. While often personally fulfilling, it can make non-ADHD partners feel left in the shadows, eclipsed by whatever has caught their loved one's attention. Communication is the glue that holds relationships together, but ADHD can make it sticky. Whether it's interrupting conversations, struggling to express thoughts clearly, or just not being an attentive listener, it paves the way for more misunderstandings. Yet, amidst these challenges, it's important to remember that ADHD also brings a vibrant palette of strengths like creativity, boundless energy, and spontaneity. Harnessing these can add color and zest to relationships. Working together is key. Understanding, patience, and crafting strategies to manage ADHD symptoms can create a harmonious bond. In a nutshell, we'll be looking at that in this summary. Clear communication is a vital foundation for thriving relationships, even if it doesn't solve everything. Navigating a relationship when ADHD is involved is like trying to tune a radio to find the clearest frequency. Sometimes, the sound is clear. Other times, it's pure static. If you're experiencing more challenging conversations than comforting ones or feeling like your partner isn't truly hearing you, know that you're not alone. Many couples face these communication hotspots, especially when ADHD is in the mix. The lens through which someone with ADHD sees the world is different. That's hardly surprising. The ADHD brain struggles to apply filters. Every piece of information, sound, and thought comes with equal priority. It's like trying to catch every raindrop in a storm, overwhelming and disorienting. But this chaos can also be a breeding ground for creativity. On the other hand, those without ADHD might have brains that work like sieves, filtering out much more than they even realize, organizing and prioritizing. It's no surprise, then, that people with ADHD aren't always on the same page as their non-ADHD partners. An event that seems straightforward to you might be recalled differently by your partner with ADHD. This can lead to conflict. The symptoms of your ADHD partner, especially if they're undiagnosed, can make their view on things seem mystifyingly far removed from yours. It's the same with the perception of time. While someone with ADHD often lives vividly in the present, responding to the immediate environment, those without ADHD might spend their time contemplating what's next, making plans, or reminiscing. There are two strategies non-ADHD partners can adopt to take the sting out of these conflict points. The first is reminding yourself that neither your nor your partner's perspective is superior. It's simply a misconception to believe your memory works like a flawless camera, capturing the truth. In reality, memories are tinted by perceptions, interpretations, and your brain's quirks. So it's wise to approach recollections with humility. By recognizing and respecting how different minds experience and process the world, couples can move toward richer, more empathetic communication. While it may require patience and practice, the rewards feeling understood, loved, and appreciated make the journey worth it. Of course, communication isn't a miracle cure. In fact, if you expect it to solve everything, you're more likely to give up on it when it doesn't. The thing is, clear communication doesn't always equate to agreement. You could articulate your feelings perfectly, and your partner might still disagree. The idea isn't about winning or convincing, but about understanding. It's about learning to convey thoughts and feelings lovingly and effectively, especially when ADHD is part of the equation. Anger clouds our perceptions and makes progress harder. Interpretation plays a fundamental role in shaping your view of the world. Your experiences, upbringing, and inherent traits, like optimism or pessimism, are the lenses through which you perceive life. In relationships, especially those affected by ADHD, negativity often clouds these lenses. Call it the anger filter, a screen coloring every interaction with shades of frustration, disappointment, and hopelessness. When one partner starts viewing the relationship through this filter, it's easy for the other to follow suit. Why remain optimistic if your partner constantly seems weighed down by issues and never sees positive change on the horizon? This filter influences both partners' internal narratives. The story might go like this for the non-ADHD partner. The challenges never end. Every day's a struggle with their inability to focus or finish tasks. For the ADHD partner, it might run like this: no one understands me. If only they'd see my efforts and support me instead of always pointing fingers. These narratives are dangerous because they're self-fulfilling. The more you believe in them, the more real they become, even if they were originally distortions of reality. Interactions get tainted, innocent exchanges get misconstrued. Take, for example, a non-ADHD partner trying to understand something by asking questions. The partner with ADHD might see this as an attack on their capability rather than genuine curiosity or a quest for clarity. Tragically, such narratives often stem from prolonged periods where ADHD was undiagnosed or misunderstood. One of the most damaging beliefs that can take root is the feeling that things will never change. But for most couples navigating the challenges of ADHD, this narrative isn't accurate. ADHD can be managed and both partners can alter their behaviors. Yet, this narrative of hopelessness is stubborn. Even when improvements are visible, minor setbacks can evoke thoughts of reverting to the bad old days. This very fear can fuel reactions of defensiveness, anger, and anxiety, making it harder to progress. It's essential for both partners to recognize that managing ADHD in a relationship is a journey and that it's okay to stumble along the way. Past failures might have occurred because the dynamics of ADHD weren't fully understood, and the right tools weren't at hand. But now, with more knowledge and resources available, there's hope. Change is possible. Don't let the shadow of negativity define the relationship. Embrace positivity and perseverance. Others have traversed this path successfully, with effort and understanding, so can you. Boundaries relieve non-ADHD partners and foster self-responsibility in partners with ADHD. Personal boundaries are vital for harmonious relationships, and that's especially true when ADHD is involved. These boundaries represent a commitment to prioritize oneself, a declaration that certain tasks and responsibilities shouldn't solely rest on one person's shoulders. In the context of ADHD, non-ADHD partners must tell their significant others that they won't shoulder all their tasks. Initially, this might result in the ADHD partner being more distracted and not completing their tasks. But this short-term challenge is better than the lasting impact of never drawing the line. Suppose the non-ADHD partner continuously assumes more responsibilities. In that case, it eases the pressure on the ADHD partner to address their issues, leading to prolonged challenges and mounting resentment due to the imbalance. Many non-ADHD partners worry that their partners won't be able to manage their condition without constant intervention. Out of this concern, the non-ADHD partner might often step in with reminders, guidance, or even consequences, inadvertently assuming a managerial or authoritative role in the relationship. But it's not the case that the ADHD partner is inherently unreliable. The real issue lies in maintaining consistency. For them, achieving consistency often requires effective treatments and support structures. It's crucial for non-ADHD partner to resist the urge to micromanage or overly assist their significant other. After all, the symptoms aren't happening in their body, even if they feel the impact. At the same time, ADHD partners need to actively engage in managing their symptoms. If either party doesn't commit, the relationship's health is jeopardized. In terms of relationship dynamics, the act of setting boundaries can be thought of as a form of detachment. It's about understanding that you can't solve others' problems and that constant worrying is futile. It's a way of giving individuals the autonomy to be themselves and the freedom to be responsible and grow. It's an acceptance of their journey and a trust in their ability to evolve. Setting boundaries isn't about creating barriers but rather about fostering understanding and allowing both partners to flourish independently and together. Seeking out new challenges helps couples reconnect. In today's fast-paced world, many couples feel disconnected from each other. This sense of detachment is intensified by long working hours, the distractions of electronic devices, and the hectic schedules of children. Adding ADHD into the mix can further complicate matters. But it's essential to understand that ADHD isn't the sole reason for this disconnect. A thriving relationship requires intentional efforts from both partners to strengthen their bond. Research shows that engaging in new and challenging activities can reignite the spark in relationships. According to Arthur Aaron, a professor of psychology at Stony Brook University, such experiences rekindle the exhilaration couples felt during the initial stages of falling in love. The theory behind this is self-expansion, where individuals seek relationships to expand their horizons. Self-expansion explains why opposites often attract. Logical, organized individuals, for example, find something new and exciting in spontaneous and energetic people. As long as the condition's symptoms don't overshadow it, the contrast in personalities in a relationship in which ADHD is involved can actually be an asset. So, what do we mean by new and challenging activities? Well, the list is endless. Engaging in thrilling activities such as whitewater rafting, tango dancing, mountain climbing, or even attending a convention on an unfamiliar topic can all be beneficial. The key is to select activities that push both partners out of their comfort zones. A second concept that helps illuminate why such activities are so helpful is flow. Coined by the Hungarian-American psychologist Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi, flow refers to a state of complete immersion in an activity, where time seems to stand still. and you feel part of something more significant. Achieving flow requires tasks that challenge an individual while matching their skill set. Dancing, playing tennis, making music, or practicing yoga can induce this state. When both partners simultaneously experience this state, it enhances their well-being and strengthens their bond. All of this depends, of course, on a couple prioritizing time together. But one of the common obstacles to this is an underlying fear of reconnection. Some may worry that getting closer might indicate that everything is all right, potentially leading to complacency in addressing ADHD or other issues. Recognizing these fears is essential, as they can hinder progress and keep couples from seizing opportunities to connect. To overcome this obstacle, shifting your mindset from fear of hurt to a mindset of forward movement is imperative. Remind yourself that connection starts by reaching out to your partner. If you want to create more opportunities for intimacy, you can't risk not trying to connect. Final summary. Relationships with one ADHD partner can be complex due to distractibility, impulsivity, and differing perceptions. Effective communication is crucial, but not a panacea. It's important to avoid a persistently negative perspective and for non-ADHD partners to set clear boundaries without overburdening themselves. Despite modern life's challenges, couples can strengthen their bond by engaging in shared, novel experiences, prioritizing connection over apprehension. Thank you for joining us on this enlightening journey. If you've enjoyed our summary, consider reading the full book for a more in-depth exploration. Before you go, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't yet, and share this video with someone who could benefit from these insights. Until next time, keep reading, keep learning, and keep growing.